Once lived a rich man who had lots of property, a huge mansion and servants. Still there was no peace of mind. One day someone told him that a sage lives in a nearby area. He told him that sage has such power that if people go to him, by his power he would give people what they desired. Rich man went to sage and bowed down to him and said, "Maharaj, I have no shortage of money, but my mind remains very restless. I can buy every costly thing in the world, and I have to, but I can't feel enough. I feel to have more, but I don't know if more money can take away my restlessness or not. Please give me some remedy by which this unrest will go away." Rich man thought that sage would give him some talisman or do something which would fulfill his wish instantly. But sage asked him to stay with him. Rich man thought maybe sage asked him to stay here so that he can use his power to make his unrest go away. The rich man agreed. Next morning, sage asked the rich man to stay seated in the sun for the whole day, and he himself went inside his hut in the shade and sat there peacefully. It was summer time, and the rich man had to stay in the sun all day. Thinking how sage himself was sitting inside and he had to stay outside the whole day, he got very angry but stayed silent. Next day, sage said to rich man that he will not get food for the whole day. That day, the rich man didn't get even a grain of food to eat, and meanwhile sage himself sat in front of him and ate food with great pleasure. There had never been a day when a rich man's day went without eating, but today he didn't get to eat at all. Due to hunger, he was upset. At night, he couldn't even sleep for a moment. He kept thinking how selfish the sage is. Next day, the rich man woke up early and started to pack his bag and leave. When sage saw this, he asked, "What happened?" The rich man replied, "I came here with great hope, but I didn't get anything. On the contrary, I had to face such troubles which I have never faced in my life before. Therefore, I am going." Listening to this, sage laughed and said, "I gave you so much, but you didn't take anything." Rich man looked at sage in surprise and asked, "What? You have not given me anything." Sage replied, "When I made you sit in the sun on the first day and I remained in the shade, I tried to tell you that my shade cannot be of use to you. When you didn't understand that, the next day I kept you hungry and to myself very well. From this, I tried to tell you that your stomach cannot be filled by my eating. Remember that you will not be able to get any benefit from my sadhana. If you want peace, then I can show you the way, but you have to walk that path yourself. You have earned money by your own effort, and you will also get peace through your own effort." Rich man said, "What nonsense you are talking about?" The sage said, "I am saying nothing nonsense. Instead, you did all the nonsensical things in your life. You thought of purchasing happiness with your money. How fool you are!" The sage made the rich man silent in one shot. Then he started saying, "O rich man, if you focus on one thing only in life, like monetary value, you tend to lose sight of things that are important. Money is just a tool, but you used it to buy happiness. Money is not meant to buy happiness. Money is used to buy things of need. But your greed turned the need into want. If you think buying things give happiness, then you are absolutely wrong. Things are perishable. They get destroyed by time. They are temporary. How can you rely on these temporary things for your happiness? You need more than money to live a balanced life. Greed is not conducive to leading a balanced life. If you are greedy, you tend to not to be liked. You can't be trusted. Your bonds to other people will not be strong. If you waste your time being greedy, you are wasting your time and ultimately your life. Learning how to live well, how to enjoy what you have, how to love the people who loves you, and how to love yourself is the key to overcoming greed and its negative impacts. My dear brothers and sisters, a wise man once said, "It's not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." While we may all nod sagely at this truism, the fact remains that many of us fail to practice it in our daily lives. We tend to forget that money is only a part of life. It's not the all and end of our existence. Society at large has conditioned people to believe that money is everything, that it brings happiness, success, and everything else that matters. They aren't entirely wrong. There is some truth to this sentiment because money is essential to live a comfortable life that is full of choices and opportunities. Unfortunately, in their struggle to earn more money and build wealth, many people get carried away and harm their mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. It's more common than you may think, and the worst part is that it's not obvious when such an unhealthy money-making attitude takes over your life. Earn money to enrich yourself. Don't let your hard-earned money to take over your life. I hope you learn. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna.